Hi, I'm Katie. Today's video is going to be the Vampire Diaries tag. So I've got a few questions in front of me that are part of the tag, and I'll start by going through them now. The first question is, how did you discover the show? Well, usually during the US show seasons they have a massive winter break. Well, it feels massive, it's probably about a month long. And all my favourite programmes are on hiatus, so I thought I'll see what other programmes are out there. And at this point I think episode 10 of the first season had aired. So I thought, as soon as I was absolutely obsessed with Buffy as a child, I thought I'd watch it. So I watched the first 10 episodes, and by the end of it I was like, when is this hiatus going to end and can I watch more? It was absolutely amazing, and I've liked it ever since. The second question is, who is your favourite character? I would definitely say that my favourite character is Damon. I just think he's just so funny. Also helps that he's easy on the eyes. He's quite a complex character. And I think at first you're sort of meant to hate him because he's the bad brother. But obviously as the show progresses, people's opinions do change for him. I remember recommending the programme to my friend, and she started watching it and she was like, I hate Damon. I was like, no, you can't hate Damon, he's amazing. And sort of by the end of season 1 she's like, I love Damon. So see, it does work. So his character sort of evolved over the period of the show, and I'm really excited for season 4. So I'd say Damon is my favourite character, followed closely by probably Klaus. That's a bit controversial. I just think he's just, Joseph Morgan's acting is just so good, and he's just so believable as a baddie. Yeah, so definitely favourite Damon. Number 3, if you were a vampire, would you live off human blood or animal blood? I'd probably say human blood, not to sound a bit cannibalistic, but in the programme they always make fun of Stefan when he's not on the blood, that he goes and like kills little bunnies, and I just don't think I could drink from an animal. That just makes me feel really sick. I couldn't just go up to like a bunny and be like, hi, I'm just going to eat you. So I'd definitely say human blood, because I don't know, there's something a bit more sort of mysterious about that. It's a bit more like, I don't know, normal. Question number 4, are you team Stefan or team Damon? I always find this such a divided question. I mean, you're always going to have people that are team Stefan and they will just totally ship that to death, and then you've got people that are team Damon and they'll ship that to death, and there's always arguments in between about who Elena should be with. But I am team Damon, so team Elena, because I just think that Damon needs a good person in his life, and I'm quite interested to see how their relationship's going to change over the course of season 4 now. Spoiler alert! Elena is going to be a vampire. So exciting. But I just think their scenes are just so epic. I think my favourite scene with them would probably be the, is it 3:19? Not too sure. It's in season 3, towards the back end, where Elena gives in and they have this amazing kiss, and it's to Florence the Machine, Never Let Me Go, and it's just amazing and epic. So I won't go into any more of that because I'll just completely fangirl out. Question number 5 is, what is your favourite supernatural power? I kind of wrote down 3 here just to prompt myself, but I would definitely say to be invisible, because you could literally go anywhere and nobody would see you, and you could see everything. So imagine like how much amazing gossip you would get. It would be pretty awesome. I'd like to mind read, although that has its downside, because you could read somebody's mind and it could be like, actually, like, for example, if you were trying on an outfit or something in a shop, and you were like to your friend, oh, what do you think of this outfit, and you think it looks really cute, and if you read their mind, they'd be like, yeah, it looks rubbish and you look fat. So it's kind of got its downside, but at least then you'd always get the truth out of people. And the third one was the supernatural power of seduction, because it'd just be like, you'd feel really special. Number 6, if you were a character, who would you be? I'd say Elena, but as a human, she's kind of like always down in the dumps, even though she has all these men after her. So I'd probably say Caroline, because as soon, like season 1, Caroline was so boring. She was such a stereotypical teen show person. She was so boring. And then when she got turned into a vampire, amazing. She was just so badass, and she's just so funny, and she's cute, she's funny, but then she'd totally kick your ass. I feel like she'd be the best character to be. Have you read the book series? Is question number 7. I have started to read the book series. I've had the first 6 books for quite some time, and I've only actually read the first 2 books, which is the first book. Yeah, so they're like 2 in 1. It's really weird. It's actually nothing like the TV show. First of all, Elena in the TV show, this really lovely, you know, brunette, like gorgeous, just like a really lovely person and really sweet. And in the books, she's got blonde hair and she's a bitch. It's so weird. And then Damon and Stefan are like proper Italian. Like, they're not in the book, they just have an Italian surname. And then there's a character of Meredith, who in the series is a doctor, and in the book she's like one of Elena's best friends. And Jeremy doesn't exist in the books, and Bonnie has got ginger hair and she's white. Really weird. So it's taken me a bit to get into it. Like, it's still interesting, but I think with the books, because Elena turns into a vampire at the end of the first book, it's kind of just like, oh, okay, so you've reached your climax, kind of. And whereas like in the show, it's dragged out, but not in a bad way, so keeps you more interested in what's going on. Number 8, who is your crush on the show? That's easy. Damon. Ian Somerhalder is gorgeous. He's always been gorgeous, like especially when I was like Boone and Lost, he was so fit. But I also think that Klaus is kind of hot in like a weird. I think it's because he's English. I think that's probably why. So I feel the connection there. Who else is cute on the show? Oh, Elijah's cute. Don't really know. Yeah, they're all gorgeous. I mean, they're all gorgeous, but I'd say David is my number 1 crush. Number 9. What was your first initial thought of the show, and did it change once you started watching it? My initial thought was, are they going to keep doing these creepy murder scenes at the beginning? In the first 2 episodes, where people are like in their car and it hits somebody, I think it's Damon it's supposed to be, and then they're in the woods camping and they get murdered, and I used to have this really creepy like ooh music, and that kind of put me off a bit at first. I was a bit like, it's a bit cheesy, it's supposed to be like really scary and gothic, but it's the CW, it's a teen show, it's not that scary. But then I started getting into it and started getting into the characters, and I absolutely love the flashbacks. The flashbacks are so good. And you always get to learn a little bit more about each character and how they're all connected, and I just think the music on the show is great. Everything's just so emotive, and like it's funny at times and stuff, and I think I just love the show. It's just so good. Because Buffy used to be my favourite show of all time. Like, I cried when she died, it was embarrassing. But now Vampire Diaries is actually my favourite programme. I'm not afraid to say. And I do cry it all the time, and I laugh at it all the time, and it's just amazing, and I can't wait till October when it's back, and it's just taking too long. So no, I was a bit unsure at first. I think with the first 2 episodes I was a bit like, I don't like the beginning bit, but other than that, loved it. So kind of changed once they stopped doing the geeky little murder things in the beginning, like, the same that bad. Question number 10, which is the final question, who is your favourite villain? I probably would have to say Catherine, because she's just so badass and she's such a bitch, and she goes after what she wants, and she's just really like sexy and seductive, and she's just ace. But then you do sort of see her sort of sad side, but then you always have to see that you've got to make the characters multi-layered. You can't just have a bad person and then have them not have any feelings at all, because that's just ridiculous. So second, I would probably say Klaus, because he's just awesome, and I'm so glad like he's probably going to come back, because let's be honest, when he was laid in that coffin and his eyes were moving and nothing else, that was so scary, like scared the shit out, the S out of me. But yeah, so yeah, that's all the questions. Rambled on a bit, got a bit excited. I hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe using the button above. Thank you.